Well, what do you do when nothing on the big screen is really calling out to you? Laura and I might have some suggestions. Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin.
I'm Laura.
And this weekend, none of the movies that are on the big screen are really calling to us because it's Death Wish and Red Sparrow. And it's not that either of those movies looks particularly bad. It's just, we live in California and it's raining.
Yeah.
Now, that
Californians don't know how to drive in the rain.
And I know this sounds stupid, but when it rains here, it really is the equivalent of a blizzard anywhere else in the country because, like, the hills melt, people don't know how to drive. It is a combination of things that made going out, it made it a hassle. Now, look, if it was Infinity War and they pushed it till tonight.
We would do it.
Come rain, sleet, snow, earthquake, we are on the road and we're going to go see Avengers Infinity War. But it's just Red Sparrow and it's Death Wish and it's raining. So let's just say that you were okay to see something, but now it's just not worth the hassle and you would rather sit at home. Laura and I have put together some of our top suggestions of what to check out this weekend on Netflix. So, kicking it off, Laura, you have your honorable mention.
House of Cards.
That's a good one.
The first season, I just loved it. And really, I've enjoyed the whole season. I'm kind of bummed they canceled it because of the whole Kevin Spacey thing. But, so that's why it's just honorable mention because I'm left wanting more. You know what's really funny with that show is I always feel a tinge of guilt when I watch it. Because Kevin Spacey is so evil. But you root for him. And I'm rooting for him. Like, he crosses every moral line that one could fathom. I mean, this is the worst of the worst. Yep. So what's your honorable mention? The OA. It's a cool Netflix original series. And it's only an honorable mention, not in, like, my top 3 suggestions. Because, like, when I was watching it, I couldn't stop. Yeah. Now that I've watched it... It's only 8 episodes, which helps. Now that I've watched it, I can't bring myself to go back. Yeah. But I do want to see the second season. I do, too. Yeah. I'll probably go back just to refresh myself when the second season comes up. But it was such an interesting show. I mean, they do these, like, weird dance moves and it, like... opens up, like, portals and stuff. I don't know. It's weird. We don't really know what it does. No, yeah, opens portals. I don't know what it does. Killed somebody in one of them. It's weird. Like, it is a weird show, but it's smart, and it has a really good cast. And so, like, while it was on, I couldn't stop watching it. And the whole time I'm watching it, this is really weird. I should turn this off. I can't. It must be the moves. The dance moves. It's my thumb. It can't go to the stop button. So, I don't know. I would recommend that. I mean, it's not bad. And if you start it, it's only 8 episodes, so you won't be able to stop. So, my number 3 is the TV episode Netflix show 3%. Say that again. What was it? TV episode Netflix show. It's like a whole mix. It was based in Brazil, and it's dubbed over. And so the dubbing kind of made it a little more difficult. I think I would have preferred subtitles. Yeah, me too. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. I liked the idea behind it, the concept that 3% get to go into this like amazing area and, you know, and they get like prosperity and wealth and riches for the rest of their life. And it was fascinating to me. And I liked the whole concept behind it and I'd recommend it. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that one too. Like that one surprised me how much we both got sucked into it. Yeah, I was not expecting the first episode, I'm like, interesting. And then there's like a twist at the end. I'm like, oh, I'm more interested now. And it just kept going. I liked it. Well, my number 3 is actually something that you and I have not seen. But I put it in my number 3 because I'm really curious to see it. Okay. The Frankenstein Chronicles on Netflix. Oh, you just watched the trailer for that. That's right. It looks interesting. Well, then I was really surprised to see there's 2 seasons up. I was like, what? How did I miss that? Yeah, you would think they would have put that in our, you know, things we like. Because with all the like Netflix originals that I watch and weird things that I watch. I mean, that's right up my alley, Netflix. Why was that? Stuff, oh, my gosh. And Sean Bean. My gosh. Yeah, I know. I really like Sean Bean. If he does not die, then the show is not good. So it's okay. He can die in the last episode of the last season. I guess so. Yeah. I guess I'll just, if he doesn't die in the 2 seasons that are up, I'll be on pins and needles. But I don't know. The trailer looked interesting. It's something that I have. If you've seen it and you know I should not waste my time with it, please let me know in the comments, and I would be very grateful. However, having just fresh off watching the trailer to put this video together, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's interesting. Okay, I'd be curious to check that out. So that might be something I do this weekend. My number 2 is Daredevil. I liked all the Marvel movies. I mean, I really did. But our Marvel movies. I like all the Marvel movies and the Marvel TV shows.
Well, we do a lot of movie talk. It's so easy to call a TV show a movie.
But the Netflix original, like, superhero ones, I really, really enjoyed. Yeah. But the first season of Daredevil just stood out above all the others for me.
I love the second, too, with Punisher.
The second's good, too, but the first one just... That's what started it
That's
all.
True, and it was awesome. It was epic.
And it's just the action in it, as well as the storytelling, like, it's just all weaved together so well for me. I did not like Karen, and I still don't like her. But other than that show's excellent.
Are you looking forward to Jessica Jones the next season?
If she kills Karen, that would be wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
That's so wrong of me to say something like that. I just do not like that character. I have a very difficult time with her.
Yeah.
And I am looking forward to Jessica Jones. I enjoyed the Purple Man.
Yeah, he was cool.
Kilgrave.
Yes.
And I'm sad that he's dead because he was an amazing villain. My favorite villain of the TV shows yet. The Marvel superhero TV shows yet. So, what's yours, number 2?
My number 2, Series of Unfortunate Events. We got season 2 dropping here really, really soon. And actually, just recently, I re-binged all of season 1. And it's gold. Yeah. That show is just gold. I mean, if you are a fan of that, like... Because it does have a Tim Burton look, you would say, right?
Yes, it does.
I mean, it's not Tim Burton, but it's got that look to it. It's kind of got that feel. It's quirky. It's depressing. And if you've read the books, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And what I love about the show is it has kept to the spirit of the books, unlike anything I've seen in a very long time. And, like, especially when you get to book 4, the way they adapted that, they definitely did it differently.
Yes.
However, the whole spirit of what that was... They did it correctly.
Well, and the guts of it was the same.
And the guts are, guts are always the same. But, and it's just so cool. Like, if you read the books, without giving too many spoilers, and you have a clue of what the VFD is, it's really cool to watch season 1 and just see little VFD Easter eggs all over the place. So, like, I just think that's something that's really cool. And it's so smart, well done. The humor is fantastic. Neil Patrick Harris, good golly.
He is excellent in that role.
His role in Barney Stinson and all the characters he played as Barney Stinson, it was his audition tape. It was his preparation for Count Olaf and all the crazy disguises that dude has. So, I don't know. I love that. And if you're bored this weekend because nothing's speaking to you, I definitely could recommend that one.
Well, I have a suspicion our number 1 is the same.
I think so.
Because you haven't said it yet.
So, should we do it on the count of 3?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Stranger Things. You've seen it, though. That's the problem.
You've probably seen it if you heard it. I think for us, or at least for me, one of the reasons that show stands out is because I remember when it came out, and I don't know, I wasn't pulled to it or anything like that. And then we decided to watch it because we heard it was decent, but nothing like it was like gradual success. It wasn't like overnight box office hit. And it's like it was just plopped onto Netflix and people just started watching it and no one seemed to hate it. Now, there are probably people out there that do, but I
feel bad for those people.
Yeah.
I do.
No, but I just like that first season just knocked my socks off. I loved it.
And then I'm surprised by how good the second season was.
Yes.
So it just stayed solid. And I think the biggest complaint people had about season 2 is it did a little Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 where we loved all the kids together.
Oh, yeah, and
then they split them apart. But even doing that, it's like, okay, who cares? Overall, it was fantastic. It's solid, and it's so dang good. So it's got not just 1, but 2 great seasons under its belt, which other than Daredevil, like, that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Heroes. Fantastic show. Tanked in season 2 onward. And so it's like, it's so hard to keep that momentum, and I think Stranger Things has that momentum going.
Yeah, so... all that to say, if you haven't seen that yet and you don't want to go to the movies, we recommend checking it out on Netflix.
Well, these are our recommendations. It's raining in California, therefore it's a hassle to do anything. So
it's sad how true that is.
It's sad, but that is true. These are our recommendations and things we might even watch, including the Frankenstein Chronicles, unless you tell me it's bad. If you tell me it's bad, I'll stop. I will stop. But you gotta comment like now if you've seen it and it's bad.
Because we're probably gonna start watching it tomorrow.
Yeah. Point being there is, why don't you go ahead and list some of your recommendations? If it's too much of a hassle for you this weekend to go see a movie on the big screen, what do you recommend we watch? Let us know in the comments. And while you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian and hit the bell by the subscribe button so you're notified for all the new videos I drop. This weekend, I'm trying something new with my theological analysis. I call it How they should have done it. And the first film I'm doing in my How They Should Have Done It is Prince Caspian 2008. Because those Chronicles of Narnia books are just freaking good.
They are awesome.
And Prince Caspian the movie, I can't say that it's bad, but in terms of the book, yeah, it stinks. It just
Compared
did not.
to the book, it's
yeah,
not
it did
even
not
worth
follow
the
the
time.
book, and it could have been a greater success than it was. And so How They Should Have Done It is me going through how they should have done this to give the movie
And how
the
they should have
punch.
fixed it.
Yes. And so I'm also looking forward to do more movies in that series coming up here real soon. So check that out. Hit the bell so you're notified when things like that drop. I'm Durbin.
I'm Laura.
Thanks for checking out Durbania.